Hi there, Robert Wolf here with Terra Firma Business and Financial Consultants. I'm an asset coach and tax strategist, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the little gray bell so you get notified when we do update articles like this and other videos and content. If you like what we have to say, give us a thumbs up. Add some comments down below as well. That helps us improve our videos, our content, and gives us some guidance and direction of what we need to continue to do. Now, if you're a small business owner, and if you're watching this YouTube video or this YouTube channel, this is geared towards small business owners. We're focusing on what we call the economic termites, taxes, inflation, time, laws and regulations, as well as debt. And these are things that eat away at our wealth as business owners and how to control and combat them, and also understand the rhetoric that they're trying to communicate out there and what they're trying to, lack of a better term, brainwash people to understand. And today's article is about how the Democrats are expanding Medicare. And so one of the things that we've developed is a business protection program, a program that helps us as business owners stay compliant to not just IRS guidelines, but just guidelines as a corporation and building up, setting up an entity. And one of the things we talk about in various videos and the different things that we talk to clients as well as other advisors about, tax professionals, is that the Congress has given about $80 billion to the IRS that we know of to really start hiring audit teams. And we're starting to hear a lot of rumblings over the last year or so that this is one of the first times that the IRS is going to start auditing S corporations. Now, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire a lot of times, but here's why this is extremely important is because one of the things we talk about is reasonable compensation when it comes to S corporations. But the reality is as a business owner, what kind of compensation are you taking? Are you an S, C Corp, partnership, LLC, single member? What kind of compensation are you taking as W-2 income? This is extremely important because two of the programs that are funded by W-2 wages are Social Security and Medicare. And Medicare is now going to be expanded based on what this article looks like. So let me minimize my my face here. I'm going to be up here in the corner. Let's talk about this. This was based on a Wednesday article in August 18th, baked into the Democrats' $3.5 trillion federal spending bill. So by the way, that's added on top of all the spending and everything else we've been doing. The Medicare system supports more than 62 million Americans. Okay, and it has largely remained unchanged for the last 50 years. Okay, now among the proposed changes is filing the major Medicare coverage gaps by including dental, vision, hearing benefits, regardless of the plan. Well, guess what? All these services are offered by private insurance companies. Okay, and they mention this in the article here, but the problem is, so if you come down here, it says, okay, Medicare consists of several coverage options, A, B, C, and D, each coming with its own sets of premiums. Due to the limited coverage of parts A and B, Advantage plans or bundled coverage through private insurers have steadily gained in popularity since 2005, and about 40% of beneficiaries are enrolled in Advantage plans. So 40%, okay? So 40% of the people pay more money to get better coverage. Isn't that our right? So now what they're looking at doing is saying, hey, time out. No, we're going to offer all of these to every Medicare. Okay, two of the largest budget items are Social Security and Medicare. Now they're talking about expanding it and lowering, look at this, lowering Medicare eligibility to 60. So 5 additional years 5 additional years for how many people are already enrolled? 62 Americans currently from 65 and older. So now you're going to give an extra 5 years of eligibility and could add up to 23 million people, folks. What the heck? I mean, this is crazy. This is a lot of money that for a program that is already one of the largest budget items, already underfunded. And this goes back to what we've been talking about, taxes. Taxes have to go up. It's a math problem. Think about your own finances. If you kept spending more than your income, how are you going to cover that, right? The difference is that you can't print money and you can't borrow money from China. In fact, there's only so much money that you can borrow because the banking system minimizes and limits it. And if you can figure out a way to borrow money, guess what happens to interest rates? The costs become even more. So as an individual, now the budget plan also allows Medicare to negotiate prescription drug prices, which that's great. But didn't we already have that? We did. So when you negotiate this, where's it going to come? Because these pharmaceutical companies got to make money somewhere, don't they? So if you're going to reduce it for not just 62 million, but another 23 million, that's almost 90 million people. What are you going to negotiate? Where's your revenue going to come from as a pharmaceutical company, right? Of course, we know the ones that are offering the vaccine right now for COVID have been getting a ton of money from the government, you and I as taxpayers. And so, I mean, there are scratch backs, right? Well, how will this be funded? Democrats say the investment will be paid through investment. Notice the terminology. Investment will be paid through a combination of increased tax revenues, okay? On what? On corporations and the wealthiest Americans. Gee, that's unique. We haven't heard that before, right? So healthcare savings and long-term economic growth. What healthcare savings? You just added 23 million people to healthcare. There's no healthcare savings. We all know that we're paying more in healthcare. Democrats said the investment will be paid through a combination of increased tax revenues on the corporations' wealthiest, healthcare savings, long-term economic growth. Funds will be raised through proposed new fee on carbon pollution. IRS enforced new policy. IRS new enforced policies, which means what? The IRS doesn't enforce new policies. These are tax. Congress does this. The plan prohibits tax increases on protected classes like households making under 400,000. This is the key here. 400,000. Okay? As a business owner, if you're making over 400,000, small businesses which hire people who make less than 400,000. Okay? And family farms. That's cool. Well, thank you. That's at least that's there, and I'm being honest. I'm not being facetious. Okay, this budget resolution is the first step towards reconciliation and presents an imperative for stakeholders and largely engaged Congress. How about rather than offering this to another 23 million people, how about you get what you have in control? Okay, how about you limit all the fraud that's already occurring and use that as the tax savings? Okay, use that as the economic savings. So the same rhetoric, increased tax revenue on corporations and the wealthiest Americans. So, and guess what this does? This causes inflation to go up, right? It causes employment to go down, okay? And they somehow, some way, Democrats don't understand how that works, but unfortunately, that's how it works. And so, unfortunately, business owner, it's more coming down the pipeline, So check out our other videos, check out our other content on this channel. Go ahead and check out our website if you're interested in more things that we do and how we help small business owners. That would be fantastic. Please add a comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so you can get updated and notified on all future content. Thanks so much. Great talking to you. Bye-bye.